welcome to the next video in the ManyChat Chatbot Mastery course. This is so fun. I'm enjoying this so much. Here, let's talk about the main menu real quick because this is a confusing topic for a lot of people. A lot of people who jump into chatbots are like, what is the main menu? What does it actually do? What is the difference between the main menu and greeting text? What is the difference between main menu and default reply and all these different things? So this is the best way I can explain it right now. The ManyChat main menu is a Facebook feature that exists inside of the Messenger window, and it's a little menu. It really is just a little menu at the bottom of the Messenger window. It's persistent. It's whenever you're in Messenger, it's going to show as long as you're inside of the Messenger bot that you're talking to. So if you were to message ManyChat right now, you would see a little main menu at the bottom with a few options. It's persistent navigation. That's what it's really used for. It's designed to kind of be a place where people who are new to your bot or people who are just browsing around can interact with something and start a conversation with you. And we're going to show you kind of what that looks like in just a second. So let's go ahead and head over to this page that we're building as part of this demo and check it out. So this is the Messenger Marketing and Chatbot Mastery Facebook page that I'm setting up. And to set up the main menu, you want to jump into automation because this is kind of an automation feature. So the first thing you want to do is try to understand that this is the main menu right here. You see this is a little preview of it. Right now, the only option by default is just send a message, but we want to flesh this out a little bit. So what we're going to do is we are going to say, what is this? Okay. And what this is going to do is it's going to give people a chance to click this. See this? And if they click on that, they'll get a message. And we're going to build out those messages in a second. But the point of this menu is to give people a few common entry points. In other words, like if you have lots of conversations with your customers, you're going to kind of know what kind of questions to put here or how to start conversations with your people. So a lot of people who hit this Messenger Marketing and Chatbot Mastery course page are going to wonder what this is. So I'm going to give them a chance to answer that. And we're going to say, who built this? Okay. We are going to do 2 menu items for this particular demo, and you can do 3 items in the top level here, and you can actually nest items as well. So that's pretty neat. But we're going to just keep it really simple right now. Okay. So let's actually delete this one. We don't need this one. Like I said, you can open a sub menu here and just create another menu item. You can put 5 of those sub items between here. So imagine being a restaurant or being any kind of thing. You can actually do a lot of really cool menu items here. You can literally put menu items in your menu. We're going to delete that. We don't actually need these sub menus. So just create reply with message. You can also open a website, which is really cool. So somebody clicks on that, you can send them outside of Messenger. We recommend starting a conversation with these. That's what these things are really useful for. So let's see. What is this? Well, let's talk about what this is. Let's create a new message. And I'm going to say, what is this reply? And this is the title of this particular message. And what I want to do is I'm going to say, I'm glad you asked, curly Q to the left, first name. And keep in mind, I'm kind of making this up as I go here, and I might stumble a little bit, but this is all just to show how these messaging systems work and why this might be useful to you. I'm glad you asked first name. Let's just give it a delay block. So typing for 2 seconds. This is the Facebook page for ManyChat's new course, Messenger Marketing and Chatbot Mastery. Neat. This is a quick reply, by the way. These quick replies are really neat because they, when somebody taps on that on their mobile device or on Messenger or on their desktop, it goes away. They click it, it tells the bot whatever's inside the box, and then it triggers a new flow or sends another message. So it's just kind of a neat thing to use. It's a very neat feature. And we'll talk more about why that's cool later. Neat. And what I'm going to do now is send a message when somebody clicks that. We completely agree. Okay, this is just a simple little reply, and you know, now that we have another attached step, this might actually get a little complicated to visualize. So I'm going to click Go to Flow Builder. This isn't the video about Flow Builder, but we're going to talk a little bit about Flow Builder as we do all of this stuff, because Flow Builder is a magnificent tool. See how I just clicked go to Flow Builder, and it just opened up this visual kind of interface? Look at this. What is this reply? As soon as somebody gets this message, they're going to get this typing delay, and then they're going to get this. And then if they click on Neat, they're going to get just kind of flung out here to We completely agree. Isn't that nice? Click on any of these cards. These are called cards. And these will open up the editor so that you can go ahead and edit the content and the flow. Isn't that just wonderful? It's just so nicely laid out. All right, so we're going to talk about the intricacies of the Flow Builder in the final video of Module 2. That's going to be really cool, but let's just kind of keep building out this main menu. So let's head back to, let's actually publish this right now. And you would actually be able to see this if you were on this page right now. It would be live. So what is this? Who built this? Let's ask that question. Message. And what we're going to say, we're going to go to Flow Builder because I just love building in the Flow Builder. When somebody says, who built this? Let me just title this, who built this reply. So I love to meticulously document all of my cards. This is kind of a note-taking area up here so that you can kind of tell yourself and your team why you built this particular message. Good question. We're going to give it another typing delay just for styling. It just looks so nice. And we're going to say, this is a labor of love by the wonderful Molly Pittman of digital marketer fame. And then we're going to add another delay. And again, I'm just kind of making this copy ad hoc just for the fun of it. We're going to, with the occasional video from Dan Gamito. That's me, the growth guy at ManyChat. And there's some wonderful things you could do with images. I mean, I could drop a little photo of lovely Molly P in here. I could drop a photo of my beardy mug. There's so many cool things you can do here, but we're going to keep this really simple and publish. This next menu item that we're going to add is kind of cool because I hope that this kind of gives you some ideas for your own business. When can I get this? How do I get access? This is a question that we've gotten so much of in the Facebook group after posting that we were coming out with this course. So why don't I tell people how to get access to this? There's another really cool thing that you can do when people click on buttons and stuff is you can run actions on them. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a new message. How do I get access? I get access reply. See how I'm kind of meticulously labeling everything? I really encourage you to do that. We've built these tools so that you can kind of share with your team what you're doing and make this as human readable as possible because this stuff can get a little complicated. We're so glad you asked. First name. And I did that the two little curly brackets, two left curly brackets. We'll give you that menu, and we'll talk about how cool that is a little bit later because there's a lot of things you could do with those variables. We're so glad you asked. First name. We're gonna say typing 3 seconds. Let's do 3 seconds this time. We're gonna say would you like us? Okay, how about this? Messenger marketing and chatbot mastery are not, will be, actually, let's be positive about this. Chatbot mastery will be available as a self-study course at the end of February. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do another delay block, and we'll do a couple seconds this time, and we're going to say, would you like to be notified the moment we push the course live? And then what we're going to do is we're going to give a couple of options. Sign me up. And then we'll do another quick reply. No thanks. And let's do a little bit of punctuation here to be nice to the gods of English. And then look at what we have here. So let's just zoom out a little bit on this beautiful flow builder. Look at this card. So when somebody types or taps that how do I get access button in the main menu, they're going to get this message. This is the starting step. Okay, this message is going to fire, and then we're going to give them the chance to get a notification when we go live. And this might be you playing around with this right now. So sign me up. Wonderful. What I'm going to do now is something that's super cool. Watch this wizardry. I'm going to click on this little roundy button thing. Click and drag. Oh, what's happening? What's happening? Bam. Look at all these options. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create an action group, because what I want to do is I want to make sure that we tag anybody who says sign me up with this notification. Okay. Add course notify tag. Okay. Cool. So these people, and if anybody clicks sign me up in this flow, we want to make sure that they get a tag that says something like course notify. And I haven't created any tags in my account yet, so I'm creating a new tag here. And what this is going to do is, if you watched the last video, and I really hope you did, you saw in the audience tab that you can filter people out based on their tags. So if you want to send a broadcast to everybody that clicked this button, because those people are hot, both attractive, and they're hot on our tail to try to get this course, you want to make sure that you tag people so that you know exactly who to message. So that's pretty cool, right? Now this tag is going to be added. These are just kind of instructions that you're giving the bot. First, send them these messages, give them the chance to click on something. If they click this, the next instruction for the bot is to add a course notified tag. We've done that. And once that tag is good to go, we want to give them a little message that says the following. Notification, course notify. Thanks for signing up. Okay, so what we will do is, actually, let's give it a little bit of a delay because these are so pretty. See what I just did? I clicked in the middle. Unfortunately, you have to click right here to drag this up. See how you can do all that? Isn't that amazing? And did you see how the flow builder changes immediately as soon as I modify this? Look at that. It's instantaneous. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, typing 3 seconds. Okay, first name, you're in. We can't wait for you to get your hands on this course. All right, that's all we need to send to that person. They're going to be stoked getting those messages. See how I just published and all of a sudden it's giving me an error? These error messages are going to pop up throughout the interface sometimes. Please specify a reply message for the button. Well, we have a reply message for sign me up, but we don't have a reply message for no thanks. But we really have to. With every reply button or every quick reply, you need to have something. So let's go ahead and get that going. So see how I just clicked and dragged? We're going to send a message, and we're going to say early access denied. And we're going to say, okay, first name, no problem at all. Make sure, no problem at all. We're going to give it a little delay. Let's do 2 seconds this time. And we're going to say, make sure and keep an eye out in the ManyChat community for the release announcement. Announcement, yeah, we want to spell correctly as well, if possible. And this time I'm going to add a button, and we're going to say, take me there. And this is going to open a website, and we're going to be really clever. We are going to go and go to this URL. I'm in there so much that it actually saved it right in my browser. And we're going to enter URL here. Do you see what I'm doing here, guys? Isn't this cool? What you're doing is you're giving people some options to have a conversation with you, get the information that they're really after, and then wrap it up and either get sent to the community or sign up for a notification when we launch a course. This is just a very specific example for us and what we're doing with this course and the course launch, but I hope that you can see that these concepts can be translated to almost any business model. So we're going to say done, and we're going to publish, and hopefully this thing doesn't throw any errors. If it does, no problem, we will find them. Luckily, we've done it all right. Let's clean this up, and that looks so good. Just that little flow, isn't that so awesome? Let's go back to the main menu and take a look. What is this? Who built this? How do I get access? 3 really simple questions, and we are using a bot to completely automate this. So we're going to update this main menu, and this is kind of what it's going to look like inside of the Messenger window. And what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to get you guys who are taking this course right now to a link to this page so you can see how I actually built this. But here's kind of a preview of how it's going to look. Sometimes it doesn't open on the desktop version as well. That's one of the quirky things about the main menu. Sometimes it works on desktop, sometimes it doesn't. It almost always works on mobile, which is really where you want it to work, and it's a really beautiful feature when it works. So get it set up if you want to do this kind of conversation entry point stuff. You won't regret it, especially if you're just getting started. And you just need to make sure that people are starting conversations with you and all that stuff. Another cool thing, just in case you want to know, is you can trigger all kinds of actions from these. So you can, even if somebody clicks on any of these things, you can do all this kind of stuff. I mean, you can set custom fields. You can notify admins. You can open a live chat conversation. You could subscribe to a sequence, which we'll talk about later, and you could even tag people from right here, which is pretty neat. So have fun with this main menu feature. Look forward to seeing you in the next video.